icy cold with a thick pea super mist, and for some reason I'm out on the road going for a run. I've been panting so much lately while I've been vlogging that I thought it was time to get a bit more fit. I'm looking like some sort of wimp on the vlogs. I'm panting for nothing. Of course, what you don't see is the other 20 kilometers I've walked before then, or the fact that I'm carrying sometimes a heavy camera whilst talking at the same time. Not making excuses. Fact is, I'm just unfit. Time to remedy that. Oh. Could be less cold, but flip. Pretty damn gloomy at the beach today, but I managed to make it in time. I'm panting because I've already run about 3 kilometers just to get you to the start of this thing I'm going to do. This is Parkrun, South Africa. I've decided that I need to get back in shape, and now in the last kilometer I decided that I'm going to get back in shape to the tune where it's possible for me to maybe do the Comrades again. I did the Comrades ultra-marathon. I call it an ultra-ultramarathon because it's like an ultra-marathon on steroids. It's a 90 kilometer run in Durban, South Africa, from Durban to Pietermaritzburg. Up hills, it's just a grueling, terrible race. I did it about 4 years ago. I did it twice, back to back, and it nearly killed me both times, to be frank. It was absolutely terrible. But on the first one, my mate Clayton, you've probably seen him on these vlogs, he tried to do it with me as well, and he gave it a really valiant attempt. He gave it his all, he put everything into it, but he was only able to do about 60 something kilometers, so he failed in that attempt. Since then he hasn't had the heart to go back and try it again. I'm going to try and drag him with and see if he can actually complete it this time. Of course, it'll be a massive challenge for me again. The last time I did it with very little training at all, which is not bragging, because it absolutely nearly destroyed me. It nearly killed my legs, my hips. I was painful for years afterwards. I think I'm going to try it again. Because I'm so unfit, I need an excuse to get pumped, get motivated, and get this thing done. Also, if I go sailing again, when I go sailing again, when I get to these strange places, I can try to do some runs and get some of them little medals from the Hamadulas, wherever I land up. If I can do some runs there, that'll be fantastic. But as of right now, I'm starting from dead scratch. It's now May. I have just over a year to get ready for the Comrades. I'll just start slow now, get a little bit of stamina going, and then ramp up the training as we get closer to the Comrades next year and see what happens with that. But first I have to get through this 5 kilometer run on the beach. This thing, the twice that I've done this before, for some reason it's just been so grueling for me. Not because it's on the beach even. This sand is ultra compact. It's quite compact. Well, it was the last time I ran it. I hope it's the case again, because if this is soft beach sand, it's gonna kill me. 5 kilometers on the beach, my first park run. Gonna have to see how I go, but I'll take it easy. I can't have a heart attack on the first run.
3, 2, go.
parkrun has started. It is now 1 week before Comrades 2019. So I have 1 year and 1 week to prepare. Starting off with a nice 5k on the beach. As you can see, misty as all hell. And I'm unfit as ever. I think we've done about 400 meters, 300 meters, and I'm dying already. This is gonna be fun. We've probably run about, I don't know, 800 meters now. Another 4 something kilometers to go. Ocean's right here. The cold Atlantic Ocean. Not something you want to swim in. Loads of Johnnies in there as well. Just about a little bit over a kilometer maybe into this park run. I'm running at about 6.5 to 7 minutes a k, which is super slow, but being my first run, I don't want to go too quickly, make myself painful for the next few days, and then I can't go run again. I'm at about 50% exertion, which is a lot for the pace that I'm doing. I should be down at around 30% with that kind of speed. A few tips for you if you want to start running, don't really know how. Big mistake I used to make when I was younger. I would decide that I'm gonna go start running, strap some shoes on and hit the pavement, but I hit it way too hard. So I would get out on the road, give myself a half a sprint, because that's what running is supposed to look like, right? You're sort of moving along the road swiftly, the hair's blowing back and all that. But if you do that as a novice runner, you just shoot your load early and you'll land up stopping. So what I advise people to do, get out on the road with a partner if you can, and have a conversation as you go. If you can still speak without puffing and panting too much, you're probably at the right speed for yourself. If you are exerting yourself too much, and like me now, you're sort of struggling for breath a bit, then you should probably slow down a little and keep going. You'll be absolutely amazed how much further you can go than you think. I've taken people who have not run a day in their lives, or not run for many years. I've taken them as total greenhorns, put them on the road next to me, and got them very easily to do 5 kilometers or more. I took Clayton, and in a pair of nasty flat-soled tennis shoes, I got him to do a 42-kilometer run, and he qualified for the Comrades after doing only 2 5-kilometer runs before then. As long as you watch yourself and you know what your body is doing. Everyone says listen to your body, but they don't always say what that means. Now, as I'm talking, I've slowed down a little bit now to have a chat to the camera, and it's really helping because it helps me to gauge where I am. If I'm talking now quite fluently and easily, then I'm running at the right pace for now. Obviously, as you go along, the more runs you do, the stamina picks up. Oh, I'm at the 2k mark already. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh. So yeah, listening to your body means understanding how much energy you're using at which time. If I'm able to talk nicely, then I'm able to breathe properly. If I'm not able to talk properly, then I'm going to be running out of oxygen, depleting my muscles of the good stuff, and very soon my energy will flag and I will have to stop. Usually then you walk back home, take off your running shoes, throw them under the bed, and don't touch them again. So set yourself a goal, make it 3Ks to start with, go out with a friend, talk like this. If either one of you is struggling to talk, slow it down till you can talk. Rather than stop and catch your breath, slow it down so that you're able to catch your breath as you're running. That's the first thing that you need to learn if you want to do any kind of distance at all. If you can recover while you're running, then you're still moving while you recover. Boom, your 5Ks, 3Ks, 10Ks, 21Ks over before you know it. And the next time you do it, you'll be even quicker. Listen to your body and know what that means. As usual, my laces are undone. Live dangerously, I say. Let it all hang out. And I'm nearly at the 2.5K mark, where we'll spin around and head back. I'm surprisingly feeling pretty good, but I'm monitoring my progress, monitoring myself. My heart's not all over the place because I'm going at an easy pace. Not bad. 2.5Ks to go. I won't push it back. Usually I would. Hi, thank you. So another tip that I think is very helpful is always try and finish a run way stronger than you started it. If you run the first 70% of a run well within your capacity, the next 30% you start getting excited because you're getting to the end. I found even in ultra marathons, there's a 56 kilometer ultra marathon in Cape Town that I've run twice, the 290 kilometer Comrades marathons, and even though it's absolutely bush, like beyond repair, as you get close to the end, you get a surge of energy. No idea where it comes from, but you get one, and you're suddenly able to do speeds you never thought you were capable of. The end of the 56K, the last 5 kilometers, my toe was nearly falling off. The entire big nail had come off and was stabbing into my shoe. My blisters were ginormous, so I took one of my shoes off, and just getting rid of that pain really helped to motivate me. Also knowing that I was within striking distance of the finish and I still had time to spare gave me a lot more energy, and I was able to sprint nearly the entire 5 kilometers at the end of a 56 kilometer run. I passed literally thousands of people at that point because I had run within myself for the rest of the run and I was able to finish strong. If you leave everything on the road too early, chances are very good that you're walking for the last part of the run, and then you're in quite a bad place. If you are close to cut-off times, etc. How's it? If you're close to cut-off times and you don't have anything in your pocket, you can't put an extra dash of speed to get there ahead of the cut-off time. So as it is now, coming up to the 3 kilometer mark of a 5 kilometer park run, I thought I'd be doing a lot worse than I am now, but like I said, I'm taking it easy. If I can get anything like 30 minutes for this 5K on the beach, I'll be pretty stoked. Chances are good I'll be just over that, but it's okay because I'm still able to speak, which means I'm around about 40-50% of capacity. I have a bit more speed in my pocket, but I don't want to use it. I'm starting to go a little quicker and you can hear it in my voice. So if you're just starting out, slow it down a little, and as soon as you can talk properly again, then you know you're in the right setting. can see, there's a lot of little rocks and pebbles on this beach. I have 2 very bad knees, so I need to watch my footfalls. As it is at the moment, I'm not watching them because I'm talking to this camera, but if I roll my foot the wrong way on one of these pebbles, my knee could very easily go out. So if you have bad knees and you're trying to get them to track properly, you have to focus on the way that your footfalls are landing and keep your feet in a straight line. You don't want your quad muscle pulling your knee cap off to the side. As soon as it starts doing that, you're gonna get pain, and shortly after that, you'll have to stop running. Pay attention to your footfalls and to the direction that your legs are traveling in. Don't let them flail all over the place. Keep them nice and straight. Coming up to the end of my first 5K run, 1 year, 1 week before the Comrades. It's gonna be a hell of a journey from here. I've been running well within myself, probably coming up to about the 4-kilometer mark. Still have some energy in reserve, which means I've been pacing myself nicely. It also means that there's a bit of energy left to finish well. Always important to save a little in your pocket so you can run nicely across the line. Let them take the good photos. Crawling across the line, not as good. There we go. Four-kilometer marker. All right, time to put on a dash of speed. Not quite yet. Another 200 meters. I'm so fragile. It's early days. Well, that really went a lot better than I expected. 27-28 minutes. They don't have an official timer there, but it seemed to be 27 and a half, 28 minutes, something like that for 5Ks on the beach. I really didn't expect that. I was expecting more like a 32 minutes, but for me, any time that I do under half an hour for 5Ks, under an hour for 10, I'm happy. Obviously, when I'm trying to push on and get those times down, it's another story. But from a dead stop to 27-28 minutes, I'll take that any day. And I was still feeling a little fresh at the end. Probably could have put a little more acceleration a little earlier, but I don't want to be too painful. I still got a busy day ahead, and I need to wait for my lift as well. No idea where it is.